everyone, happy Friday. Thank you for tuning in to another episode with me. And in this video, we're going to be talking about expo shows, all of that good stuff. So as a makeup artist, many people need your services. For example, photographers, and many people need it for events, shoots, all of that stuff. As many people have different ways of marketing. My main way of marketing is through Instagram or through referrals, but another way that you can market your business is going through expo shows. I first attended my first expo show, I believe it was January of this year. I did go to one of the biggest bridal shows. I really didn't even know. I found this out last minute, and I literally only had like a week and a half to literally prepare everything, and it was my first expo. It was a funny story because when I first got there, I literally only had like a little wagon with like a few things in my business cards and everything, and when I get there to see all these people with these huge, like, you know, this big area, like they literally rented 2 booths and made it look so pretty, had couches and everything. I literally had like a black tablecloth, 2 chairs, and like business cards, and that's all I had. I literally cried for that moment. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so unprepared because I didn't know what to expect. It was my first one, and being the first one, it was the biggest one of like the country that they do for like bridal and everything, but you have to learn some way. So now this Saturday, I am finally gonna do my second expo show. This one is down here in Miami. It's really more for events. It's not something specific like bridal shows, but it's more an event for like parties and everything. So now that I have an idea how the first one went, I already know how to go about my second expo, but I am going to let you guys know it is not cheap. Doing expo shows is like, it's very costly. For me to even enter to this expo show for this Saturday, it cost me $650. It is for both days though. It does include the table, an extension cord, and 2 chairs, which the other bridal show didn't. And this one's actually half the price of what the other one cost in January. But guys, it's for, you get many things out of it. You get to market it with a lot of people, talk to a lot of photographers. You're gonna meet a lot of new people. You're gonna see a lot of new clients that you never meet before. They're potential clients. They maybe not even call you back. But you know, one advice that I do give you is that if you're gonna go to an expo show, go to something local. I feel like that's where I kind of messed up for the January show, because it was all the way for Lauderdale. A lot of these girls come from all the way from Boca, from Palm Beach, and it's pretty far from down here in Miami. I mean, I don't mind traveling, but they're not gonna pay for the travel fee for me to go over there, and it's gonna be hard to find their makeup artist to go with me all the way to Palm Beach. I do think that's where I kind of failed a little bit in the first one, but it's all a learning experience. I mean, you win some, you lose some. I lost that one a little bit, but it's also my fault. Another thing, when you attend expo shows, you always need to ask the people when you're signing up, are they gonna give you a list of all the people, of all the registered girls? For example, in the one for Lauderdale, they did give me a super long list of all the brides and everybody that registered for the show. So what you do after, you need to do your due diligence and send an email, follow up and everything, just to see if they're still interested in your services, how you could help them. Obviously, some people are not gonna answer nicely, and others are gonna be interested, but it's just part of the process, and you need to do your part in following up with your clients. I do recommend it. I mean, it's a fun experience. You get to meet a lot of new people and everything. You just need to be prepared. You know, just look at other booths and other things for people. I suggest you don't do it with only 1 week in advance. It's extremely stressful. You know, for some reason, I don't know, it's just something that I always find out of an expo 1 week in advance, so I have very short notice, but it's just part of the process. I mean, things happen for a reason, and you know, it's a sign for me to just do it only 1 week in advance. But I suggest you guys to just, you know, research, be open to it. You need to be prepared to spend almost a whole day there, bring snacks and everything, and whoever you go with, just make sure they have a bubbly personality, because people love that. Try to have a minimum of at least 2, if possible 3 people in the booth. You're gonna have many people asking you questions. Also have price lists already printed out, so you know what your prices are, because maybe in that moment you even forget. Sometimes I forget my own prices, and I'm like, oh my god, what's my prices? And I have to look at my phone, and that's extremely unprofessional. So just have that all printed out there. Just make sure everybody that's in your booth is all on the same page. Everybody's super friendly, smiling all the time. Be open, handing out cards while the other person is behind the desk talking to the other one. You just need to be active the whole entire time. Besides that, guys, I strongly do encourage expo shows. I'm super excited for the one this Saturday, and I hope to see you guys there. Bye, see you next week.